What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of We Everywhere, baby. I'm Nadia.
What's up, everybody? I'm Omar. Thanks for joining us again. This is episode 3.
Episode 3, take 2 of that introduction.
That's right. We gotta keep it professional, snappy.
We're very different in that way. Very different. I'm like kooky and all over the place, and I'll just say whatever, and you're a little more put together. It's good.
I mean, it works.
It's a good balance.
Absolutely. So check it out. New week. What are we going to talk about this week?
Well, before we get into the meat, well, okay, it's funny because you and I were like, oh, we need to do a podcast. You know, we discussed how we wanted to travel, blah, blah, blah. That didn't happen. So here we are. Finally, we just said, you know what? Let's just see what happens. And we didn't really have like a clear-cut plan on like exactly how every show would look and what, you know, we just knew, okay, we like traveling, we like eating, we like trying new things, we like people. You know, there's a lot of things that we're open to doing.
Right.
So let's see what we can do with that. So, you know, this is our 3rd episode. We're getting a little warmed up. We're figuring it out. You know, like I got my little notes of like how I want to start structuring our episodes for Omar over here.
It's like, okay, let's do this, then maybe this, then maybe this.
Yeah. So with that being said, I think like, you know, in the beginning, we'll kind of like talk about our week and catch you guys up on everything. We'll talk about what we ate. We'll talk about, you know, the things that we're watching and what we feel about them. And then we'll start to get into kind of like a more specific topic that we pick.
Right.
So like last week, we said something about astrology. So I think we should throw that into the mix.
Yeah, you were talking about your numbers.
Yeah.
And, you know, getting your cards read and horoscopes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's we'll talk about that.
We'll
definitely.
That's what we're going to talk about today, guys, astrology. And once these episodes start going out, like hopefully you guys will reach out to us and DM us and send us your personal stories, whether they're embarrassing, funny, whatever, or questions you want us to answer on the podcast or certain topics you want us to cover. So, you know, we'd really love your feedback. That will come once we start getting these out, and we'll start doing that at the end. So, boom, we have ourselves a show, baby.
Mark your calendars.
Yeah.
It's going to start happening every week.
Yep. Every week. Get ready. They ain't ready.
I know.
You know what that reminds me of? When you and I first got together. What did you tell me? You told me that.
What? Oh, they ain't ready.
They ain't ready.
That's right. You were like, oh, we're going to be together. And I was like, oh, they're not ready. They ain't ready for it.
Yeah. Okay. So we
think we're so cool.
We really do. Omar and I will like crack jokes and laugh at each other's jokes, and we're like, we're so hilarious.
We've made it through it. It's like codependent.
Yeah. It's so great. Anyways, first of all, how was your week? How did everything go?
It was good. You know, working from home is what it is. It's not, you know, you can have stressful days like, oh, I got a ton of emails, or I had, you know, some Zoom meetings or this and that, but there's rarely anything interesting except that, again, you know, I had to go into the actual office.
Right.
And I went actually twice in a row.
Right.
So that was it was cool, like to get out.
Right.
And just see what was actually still around. Because, you know, when you're at work, well, if you work in an office, or, you know, if you have a central location, you already go like, okay, this is where I go eat lunch, and this is where this is that.
Your little routine.
Right. But I haven't seen any of that since COVID, really, you know, since the quarantine or the lockdown or whatever. So just going like, okay, that business is still good, or all right, you know, that was kind of cool.
Did it look different at all?
Nah, everything is looking a whole lot.
Oh, there wasn't like
you know,
hail.
No, it's like the middle of the day.
Oh my God,
and the sun was out.
That's totally not what I wanted to say. Why did I say that? I was gonna say, now I can't even think of the word. Hey. hey.
Oh, you're talking about tumbleweeds? Jesus.
Yes, were there tumbleweeds? That joke is ruined.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Just forget it. Damn it. Okay, anyways.
I mean, so that, in regards to like something exciting in the week, it was really just that.
Well, Omar has a Monday through Friday, like, I would say 9 to 5 because that's what everybody calls it, but those are not your hours, but whatever. But tomato.
It is what it is.
And this was your second week going in. You haven't been in the office since we started quarantine, which was in March.
I think the last time I was officially in an office setting was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay.
It was literally St. Patrick's Day because I remember I went in, I was wearing green and all that. Like, like toeing the line. I'm like, oh, look at my green.
Just in case.
Yeah. So, and I remember they let us go home early because I stopped by and got some Guinness.
Yep,
and I was like, great, let's drink. Yep. I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Exactly.
And then I just it's been since that. So that's March.
Damn, it's a long time. Yeah. That's a long time.
We're in what? August, September now?
Yeah.
So it's been a while. But it was like, it was no big deal in regards to like going in there being afraid of catching anything. Like the few people that are in the office were all masked up. There's like all kind of what is it, PPE?
PPE, yeah.
Yeah, everywhere. Like it was chill.
Yeah. And not everybody's going back. It's just like you and a couple people like every once in a while. So it's not like you have a full office or whatever.
Right, exactly.
But it's interesting though because you and I have been quarantining since March together every day, unless I just now started kind of picking up work here and there. But for the most part, we've been together every single day and night since then. And like, it's been super chill. Yeah. Like, I'm like, oh, this is a great test to know if you're the right person. Cause it's been really easy.
I mean, have you talked to anybody that it hasn't been?
I don't know. I don't know of anyone personally, only because either my friends are single, some of them.
Right.
So they don't have that problem. Or they're married and it's like, it's already, they're fine. Yeah. And that's about it. I don't have like, I don't really know anybody who's like in new relationships and all that kind of stuff, like living together.
That's true.
That I know of personally. I know Nicole, she was in a newer relationship with like beginning of quarantine. We talked about it with her on the podcast, our Ladies Like Us, Nicole Russell. But she said everything was going great for her too. So we got lucky. But I've heard of people saying, oh yeah, like a lot of people are breaking up and like, we just don't know those people. But I will say, with all that being said, it was kind of nice to have the whole place to myself. And I could just crank up the music.
Oh, when I went to work?
When you went to work. Because we have a 2-story condo. And so it's fine for us. It's just 2 of us. Totally fine. But, when you're in one place, that small place every single day for a while, and there's not a lot of places where you can go to like have your own time. For me, I want to like blast the music and dance and clean and whatever and do my own shit. Right. But I can't because you're working and you're taking calls and blah, blah, blah.
It's because otherwise it's like, can you turn down Gloria Stefan, please? I have to take a phone call. Hey, turn down the sound machine. I need the entire Miami sound machine.
Get on the feet.
The worst is when I'm on the phone and the dogs go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's the most unprofessional shit ever.
I mean, these people have to know what's up. We're in a pandemic. They know people are working from home.
I know. They don't. I've never caught any like issues with it.
What
like
are they going to say?
Nothing. It's always like people laugh or people are like, oh yeah, mine too. Like it's everything's relatable right now. Everybody understands it.
Look at you being a Libra, trying to make everything all balanced and perfect.
it's just so weird. Like it's my own personal thing. I'm like, those are my dogs in the background.
I'm at home working. I'm wearing sweats and I'm sitting at the kitchen table. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. But yeah, so it's kind of been nice for me because this is like our second week of you doing that, and you go in on Tuesdays, and now Tuesdays have become my day to release my farts. Tuesday is fart day. Bye, honey, love you.
Next thing I'm going to pretend to leave. I'm just going to stomp.
Imagine.
I'm just going to record you.
You'll hear it. You'll hear it.
How long it takes for you to believe that I'm not there anymore.
No. Now I'm going to know you're going to do that, so I'm going to wait like an hour. I'm going to wait an hour. I'm going to wait an hour till it's safe. Are we in the safe zone? That's so funny, though. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really much of a farter. You're. How do we feel about like dating and farting and like? What do you think about girls farting?
I don't care.
You don't care.
I don't. I mean, okay.
It's terrifying to me.
You're terrified to fart?
I don't like it.
I mean,
I'll burp all day. I'm a burper. Like, I feel like
Right.
I'm not a farter because my gas doesn't make it down there. It stays up top, and then I release it out, from the upper region.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I think when it comes to that, farting or burping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say it's one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like obviously I'd rather be with someone who's burping all the time than someone who's farting all the time. But a lot of that also depends. Funnily enough, it depends on the smell of either burp or the fart.
Right.
Because like if you're burping and you got some fucking crazy ass burps,
Yeah,
like
true.
those, like you've been drinking all night,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just sour.
Yeah,
So like,
ugh.
yeah, I don't, I don't want to.
I don't really have those.
And then there's some people, like, obviously, most people, like, will fart. You're just like, yo, I don't want to smell your fucking fart.
Yeah. Some people, it's like rotten eggs. Like something died in there and they need to get checked.
Yeah. So ultimately, it's.
Is that a sign that you're healthy? If your farts smell like, if they're really potent? Does that mean anything?
I have no idea.
I'm going to have to give this more thought and investigation. I'm curious. And I think
DM us if there's any.
And I think the title of this episode should be Tuesdays is Fart
If there's any
Days.
gastroenterologists that listen to this podcast, let us know.
Why are my armpits so itchy right now?
Are you using organic deodorant now?
I tried. I really tried.
I feel
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. And it might be better for you. Like,
Yeah, it is.
what is
better
it? You're
for
not
you.
getting, what is it? Aluminum or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like,
But I mean,
yeah, I've been eating shit out of foil my whole life.
yeah, like you guys put styrofoam in the microwave. We learned
Hell
not
yeah.
to do that years ago.
Look, I don't.
And
well,
these fucking. I almost said, "Oops!" I said, "Fuck!" I almost said, like my
we
parents were
only
here.
get so many.
My parents might listen to this though. My mom keeps asking, like, "Oh, show me how to use it." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know how to use Androids, but
I was just trying to find the podcast and stuff. Like,
yeah." But fuck, what was I saying? I always go on tangents.
yeah,
That's another good.
we were talking about how the organic
The
deodorant is better because it doesn't have aluminum or whatever. But
Right.
ultimately, is it better because it's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing?
Yeah, it works to a degree. I think also too we're going backwards, so we've gotten used to using a product that like the one I use. Like I barely sweat. Like it smells good. Like it's like shellac sealant. Like no sweating.
Right.
And so now when you use the natural one, you still sweat. It's not really an antiperspirant. Really, it's just like a deodorant. So
I didn't know that those were two different things.
yeah. Two different words, two different things.
It's weird because you always think like deodorant. I'll just grab some deodorant,
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Because that's what people have known to call it that.
for the longest time, I didn't
Yeah.
know the difference between like, okay, this is antiperspirant and this is deodorant, and because I would just always buy the same shit. Like,
right.
I'm just
But
like,
it probably
give me
has
that,
both.
give me that Old Spice,
Right.
or what's on? What's the other one?
That's the only one I know.
No, there's no one that
Teen
you always
Spirit?
get in like Right Guard or something. You always get like 3 packs or something. And you're just
Arid?
like, yeah, give me that. Whatever. It's always clear or blue
Yeah.
or green or whatever. Because I never liked any of the white ones because
They get
I wear a
chalky.
lot of black shirts.
Yeah, it's gross.
So
Yeah.
it's like I always felt like I always got it on myself.
Yeah,
like I
that
could never figure it out. I was never smart enough to figure out
how to not get deodorant.
how to not get deodorant.
Well, they
on
have
my
these
shirt.
really nifty little sponges. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
It's a
Unless you brought 'em
stylist
home.
tack. Yeah, I have one.
Oh,
It's a little
thanks for not
sponge
sharing.
that immediately takes deodorant. Not immediately, but like it takes deodorant off your shirt. Like you just like rub it
Oh, that's tight.
and it just comes right off. Like black, anything. It's really cool. So
I mean,
Just
I
saying.
needed that shit in high school.
yeah, we're good now.
Now I just have you to tell me.
Oh my god. Okay, so what else? So you're back at work. Tuesday's fart days.
How about the fact that last week we talked about makeup competitions, and then literally after we were done recording the podcast, we found that makeup competition,
Yeah.
which we couldn't remember the name,
Right.
which was called
Glow Up.
Glow Up. It was back on Netflix.
Yep.
And we like
Binge watched it immediately
the whole
because we
thing.
love competition shows. And it's I mean, I'm a makeup artist. It's a makeup one, so obviously I'm intrigued. But it's fun watching it with you because you're actually entertained by it and into it. So
I mean, it's awesome because it's art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's, you hear makeup competition, depending on what you think of makeup, you're like, okay, it's just going to be a bunch of beauty makeup.
yeah.
But it's not like, they do a lot of different stuff. It's not really like specifically one type. It's not beauty. It's not special effects. It's kind of like, it's decently well-rounded.
Well, because every
really like it.
episode they give them a different challenge. That one is beauty, one is this. They switch it up every episode.
Right.
The challenges. Yeah, no, it's like for me, I was just talking to my mom about this the other day. Like, and I've told you too. Before quarantine, I was like getting really burnt out with makeup. I'd been doing it for like a minute, and I'm the type of person that I like to do a lot of things. And like, I'll just say it because I've always downplayed myself. I'm actually good at a lot of things. And I'm finally saying that out loud.
I mean, you should be.
I know. I feel like a jackass. I'm great at everything.
No, I mean, look, I understand.
I'm not.
that.
I'm not great at everything. But the things that I enjoy to do, I just so happen to have good. I can pick it up and I'm good at it, and I really go for it, kind of a thing when I do it. So I kind of was like losing my spark for makeup, and I feel like this like long break of being in quarantine and not working, and then this show like totally re-inspired me. It was really cool.
Like you're ready to go hit it again.
Kind of, yeah. I'm working my way up. Yeah. Well, because I started working again too.
Right. Well,
So I have Tina, who's like my dear friend and client in Newport Beach. I go to her a lot. She's a licensed therapist, and she's like kind of creating like a blogger type of Instagram page, based on mental health, but she also has great fashion. So that's like her thing. So we work together a lot. She gives me a lot of work because she's always getting her picture taken.
Nice.
But she's Persian, and like, I think the other day I realized why not only, I mean, I love her. She's so sweet. We get along. We have great conversations, but also on top of that, I didn't grow up with like a lot of Persian friends, and I never really ever had like Persian girlfriends. I had a few here and there, like my friend Netta in high school and all this kind of stuff, but nothing that close. And so it's like her and her sister kind of bring me back to my culture, which is kind of cool too.
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
hanging out with them and working with them, and like, it's just cool. It's a cool vibe. So on top of me like getting back into makeup and doing their makeup, and on top of it, they always love their makeup. Like every time I do their makeup, they're like, oh my God, I love it. I look amazing. You're the best. So it's like, tooting my own horn over here. Like,
right. And you haven't heard that for like a certain amount of months.
Yeah,
so now you're like, you know what? Maybe
I am good. Exactly. So, it's like for me, what I do for a living is like, there's nothing better than when you reveal that look to the, I guess I'm like getting all like stumbling on my words. I'm like, the woman. When you show the look to the woman, I'm like, okay, when you reveal the look to your client, the final look, and they look in the mirror and they're like, oh my God, I love it. Like, right. I get high off of that. Like,
do you do like a spin? Do you have like a move like you're like, all right, are you ready? And you like spin them
like Mrs. Doubtfire. You're giving me Streisand.
That's amazing. That's what you should do.
I should do that. That's a good idea. But my chair doesn't have wheels. I think I'm gonna have to put wheels on it.
Oh, that's it.
So I could spin and be like, da-da-da. And I'll play like I'll cue in some like 90s music, reveal music. Like the shopping mall scene when they go shopping.
I think what you're saying about like hanging out with Tina and then bringing you back to your culture. I mean, I think that's interesting because I have like such a large family. Mm-hmm. And of course, obviously prior to this, we see each other all the time. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I'm not going to forget that I'm Mexican.
Yeah. You're like, very Mexican.
We're there.
And you're full Mexican.
Right.
You're not two different things, but you're
got
biracial.
It from both barrels.
Yeah. Barrels.
And on your end, you know what I mean? You've got like actually, I guess a larger Hispanic, like Latino family.
Right.
Because your dad's side is all in Iran, right?
Yeah. We went to Iran in 2003. I was 18 and we went for 2 weeks and I met like his whole side of the family. It was crazy. They were so excited that we were there. They were so gassed. We literally partied every day almost.
That's tight.
And it was tight, but I gained weight on that trip. Like I couldn't even fit in my clothes because they're like, eat more, you're hungry. Come on, like eat more. And like you have to keep eating. Like
right.
I was just like,
you have to keep eating.
I haven't shit in 3 days. Like this is so horrible. I literally cried. I was so uncomfortable.
What do you Okay, what do you think? Just the idea of you being in
crying?
Iran, wanting to shit
I know.
so bad and not being able to.
It was so bad. I was consty on another level.
That's never happened. It's always been the reverse of any time
Really?
I've gone to Mexico.
Oh,
Sometimes
Mexico's
cannot
different.
stop.
Mexico's different.
I'll tell you this. I was born there.
Right.
Right. But I mean, I came over here when I was like 2. So I pretty much I've grown up in the U.S. Right. Mm-hmm. But we would do our family trips back, and I remember the first 3 that I can like have memories of going back. I got sick, just like sick. Mm-hmm. And the last one, I'll save that story for another episode too, because
it was that
great.
grand.
That's a trouble in paradise type story.
It was like, that grand.
It was like on a great vacation, and it was just brutal. But yeah, I haven't been sick ever since. So that's a plus. Now I feel like I can eat on the street, and it's not a big deal.
No, I can't do that. When Naz and I went,
I'll show you when we go.
Oh, will you?
When we go.
Whenever we get to go. I mean, listen, right now, Mexico's the only place we can go. People are going to Mexico.
Damn. Let's go to Mexico, baby.
I'm scared. Are we ready? Would you go?
It depends where.
Really? You would consider it right now? Would you get on a plane right now?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I would. Not to Mexico.
That's the only place we can get on a. Well, I mean, besides being in the U.S., outside of the U.S. So where would you go then? You can't go anywhere else.
I know. I think for me to get on a plane, it'd have to be Europe.
You can't go to Europe.
I know. So then I'm not going to get on a plane. Yeah.
So yeah, there is a shit ton of other things that we could talk about that happened, but we're gonna have to save that because we haven't even gotten to our topic of astrology. Do you believe in astrology?
I mean, okay, look. No. No.
No.
It's like it's not like I can't say like I don't believe in constellations. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Astronomy? Yeah.
Okay.
Astrology, I'm kind of like I don't know. You know,
Okay. So we're gonna see today. We're gonna read some things to Omar and see if we can change his mind.
okay.
Because okay, for me, I go with it. I like it. I'm into it. I want to believe it.
Right.
So those are all the elements that it's like, I'm also a realist, a slight pessimist in the sense that I'm like, some of it, a lot of it, maybe it's bullshit. Only because I think a lot of times they generalize a lot and they make it pretty broad so that everyone can be like, oh my God, that's totally me. You know, like I get that it's like a marketing thing.
Right.
But I want to believe. I want to believe.
And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. If people want to believe that the horoscopes and all of that shit is legitimate and then, you know, that's cool. I don't. Simple as that. It's just simple.
I will say, like, for me, I really feel like I really feel connected to being an Aries. When I read things about Aries, I'm like, that speaks to me. I feel like that is me for the most part. I feel like I'm kind of a toned down Aries in certain elements. Aries are aggressive. I can be aggressive.
All right.
I can be loud.
Okay.
I'm very extroverted. You're like, oh, all general words here.
Yeah. No, just keep going.
Let me believe in it. Okay. This is what we're going to do. Okay. With that being said, I will say, I don't know why, but I feel like most Libras that I know do not match up to the Libra characteristics.
Okay.
Okay. I won't name who I know that are Libras.
Right.
But personally, in my family, there's Libras, and it does not seem like a matchup. I'm like,
Okay.
Who is that person? I don't know that Libra. But let's read yours, okay?
All right, let's go.
Okay, so this is Omar's. Omar is Libra. Libras are elegant and charming. Ooh.
Got that right.
With a great
So
love.
far, so good.
I approve. With a great love of beauty and harmony. Harmony. You like balance.
Bone thugs and yes. This shit's got me
Bone
down.
thugs and balance.
Yeah, I'm elegant as fuck. I like
Shut
bone
up.
thugs
Let
and
me
harmony.
finish.
All right.
I hate doing this stuff with you. Okay. They know how to appreciate the various pleasures of life, and they are naturally kind. Because they are even-tempered, they can be very social and diplomatic, and they are one of the most empathetic of the signs. Well, that's completely incorrect. I don't know if you have empathy. It's kind of like you're low on the empathy levels. Little secret about Omar. But he has great empathy towards me and the people he loves. Everyone else can kick rocks.
Straight up.
That's you. Okay. In their everlasting search for balance, they can appear to be indecisive. Very true. The truth is that Libras... We're never going to get through this seriously.
All right, keep going.
The truth is that Libras loathe the conflicts in life, and by pleasing everybody, they try to achieve peace and harmony. Libras are the ultimate team players, always functioning better when they are paired up with the right partner. It goes on and on and on, but that's the main gist. And you're very attentive, also another quality. I feel like I need to come up stronger with more facts. We're not selling it.
Here's the thing. It's like, okay, when you say, I'm not your typical Aries, or I am your typical Aries, or I'm very much an Aries. It's like, who's determining that? Who makes that determination of what an Aries is? Do you know what I'm saying?
The
it's
stars.
like same thing. It's like, okay, you're like, oh, when people go, oh, it's because you're a Libra. It's like, well, is it? Who made that determination? And right, if how come you can pick and choose? Be like, oh, well, that's not really me, but that's definitely me. It's like, I feel like a lot of it, if you read it, if you are exposed to it, right, you start to almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy type of deal.
Like brainwashing.
You're like when people are like always tell me, oh, like you're a Libra, so you like things balanced, and I'm just like, hey, you know me, I like shit balanced because I'm a Libra. Like now it's just some shit I say. Like I don't know if I really like shit balanced. Like I feel like
sounds like a personal problem.
right.
Okay, so to answer your question, the whole thing with astrology is they say it's a mapping of where the stars and planets and everything, how it was aligned during the time that you were born. And what they say is that for some reason, those people, if they group them, they have similar characteristics. Like somehow that influenced them to be this way. Okay. So it's all cosmos and universe and you know what I mean? And so it's I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn if I know this or not. Like, I don't know if there's really proof or if this is just like religion.
I would say that it's 100% like religion. It's just some people,
whether you want to believe it or not.
Yes. I don't know how long it's been around since the Greeks and the Romans. Or whatever. They were sitting around making up little stories because, they're like, oh, doesn't this little set of stars look like a bear?
Imagine it's just all it's like, big joke.
Yeah. Doesn't that look like a belt? Oh, yeah. I bet that's Orion's
What
belt.
if we started telling people like, you're like this?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
No, I feel you. Okay. So for me, I'm an Aries, which I'm the first sign in the zodiac.
Right.
And so I'm a natural born leader. There's just certain characteristics that I feel about myself already that line up to what they are telling me an Aries is. That I'm like, wow, that I'm not, at least I don't think, unbeknownst to me, I believe that I am those things already. Right. Without them saying you're like this because you're an Aries. Like I already feel like I'm a natural born leader. I feel like blah, blah, blah. And I feel like all those things, like what makes us who we are, this is just only a little portion of it. Do you know what I mean? There's nature versus nurture. There's your birth order. There's where you grew up. There's so many other elements that create you to be you, right?
Right.
So that's why there's inconsistencies in, okay, not every Aries is these exact list of characteristics or every Libra is exact, because there's so many other elements that can change that and influence that and make you who you are.
Okay.
So that's my justification.
Excellent.
Oh my God. Do you want to hear mine?
Yeah, let me hear yours. I want to hear yours.
So I'll read a little portion of mine and then I'll read our compatibility.
Okay.
Do you want to hear the compatibility?
I'd love to hear this.
Which, by the way, we are on opposite sides of the zodiac chart.
All right. Just like on opposite sides of this argument. Look at that. It's, oh my God. It's written in the stars.
I hate you so much. Okay. As the first sign of the zodiac, Aries likes to be the first in everything. A natural born leader, the fearless ram is able to get things going in an instant and is willing to try anything. Although this sign sometimes takes on more than can be accomplished. Oh, that was a period. more than can be accomplished. Period. Aries people are extremely dynamic and energetic, and they have to constantly keep busy. They're also a very charismatic sign, and the ability to easily attract others with their personal magnetism. I mean, come on. I'm an Aries.
No, yeah. 100%.
Shut up. I can't take you serious in this conversation.
No, but I mean, yeah, those are characteristics that you have, right? Characteristics that I would say, yes, you possess. But there are also characteristics that I'd say I'd possess.
Yeah, but you could have, an Aries rising or an Aries moon.
I forgot about that.
So I always forget which one is which, rising or moon. But one of those for me is Libra, which is you, which is why, like, it bridges the gap between us, I feel like.
Right. Okay.
I hate you so fucking much. Anyways.
I get a rising when I see your Aries moon.
That was a good one.
Zoom.
Guys, I don't think we're going to convince him. This is really difficult.
Well, no. Let's get to the compatibility. Okay, I want to hear the compatibility part.
Okay. Libra and Aries compatibility. Although initial attraction is most likely to be very strong and passionate, the two of you exhibit two different character traits. Libra loves, kisses, closeness, romance, attending social functions, and considers their partner to be the most important person in their life. I would say so. Libra also likes to be with someone at all times and might feel lost when alone. That explains your monogamy, what is it? Not chronic. No. What is the word? I'm losing it. Serial monogamist.
Oh, right. I feel you.
Yeah. You don't like to be alone.
That's right.
You like being in a relationship.
I do like relationships.
See?
Yeah.
See? Oh. See that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, yeah. It's in the stars.
On the other hand, Aries is more independent, stronger, and confident, and likes to be in control. Now, I have a control problem. Libra relies on Aries in finding major solutions. Since Aries is quick and decisive, Aries may at times get annoyed by the indecisive nature of Libra, which might lead to quarrels between the two. Very true. We don't argue often, but when we do, it's because you're annoying me because you can't decide on something.
Right. Yeah. It's usually because you want me to decide on where to eat, but everywhere that I
don't
say...
bring this up. Libra is not quick to end the current relationship, another thing that you don't do, until they are sure that there's another one that is awaiting them. That's so you. That's your history. Like, it speaks for itself. That's for another day. We'll get into it. You'll understand what I mean. Libra perseveres until they find another partner, then leaves. A union between the two of you will make Libra dependent if they learn how to compromise. This forms the basis of a connection with Aries. So, this is just one of them. I've read multiple. I've read many others. And it's basically saying, like, we are the definition of opposites attract because we are on the opposite sides. Like, I'm independent. You're not independent. You just can't make a decision.
I like weighing out the options.
I do too. I like options. I can't have too many options. Otherwise, like, that's when I become indecisive because I get overwhelmed. So I like to eliminate, and that's probably, I think I know that about myself. So I like to eliminate certain options right off the get-go and be like, okay, I'm not even going to look at those so that I don't confuse myself. And like, boom, this is my top 3. These are my choices. Like, that's why when we do the food thing, I'm like, what's your top 2? And then I'll pick. Or what's your top 3? And I'll pick. I feel like that's a very fair compromise.
I mean, yeah, it is.
It never happens.
It's because, like, even my top 2
is always Indian and Thai food.
It's like Indian food, Thai food, and you're like, nah. It's like, okay, cool. And then you're like, well, you're not helping. And I was like, yo, I'm being the most helpful by saying wherever you decide, I'm gonna find something to eat.
Because that's how I feel.
No, that is a lie. That is a total lie.
That's how I feel.
But
I'm
look,
very like, I'll go with the flow. Unless I'm trying to eat healthy. That's usually the problem, is that like I'm trying to eat healthy and y'all motherfuckers want to get high and eat chicken wings every fucking day. Like,
chicken wings are fucking
I know,
good.
I love chicken wings.
Alright, so like anyway, look, now we're off of the like astrology tangent. And here, I got something to read for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put on my
Your
trusty
readers.
And I'm gonna actually check this out. So this is something that somebody found, and this was typed up in 1979. Okay, so this is old.
I think somebody posted this.
Yeah,
I think Aaron posted this.
Yeah, I'm sure Aaron might have seen it. But it was cracking me up, and
because it's very like is brash a word?
Yeah,
I don't know why I want to say brash.
Do you want to hear yours?
Yeah,
according to this,
I'm an asshole.
It says Aries, March 21st to April 19th. It says, you are the pioneer type and think that most people are dickheads. You are quick-tempered, impatient, and scornful.
I'm not
you
scornful.
Are a prick. That's what it says.
Yeah. I have prick tendencies. They're there.
You want to hear what it says for mine?
Uh-huh.
It says, Libra. It says, you are the artistic type and have a difficult time with reality. If you are male, you are nil. Most Libra women are whores. All Libras die of venereal disease.
Damn.
All right, let's see. Let's see. We have let's read another one. What should we read?
That's kind of accurate.
Should we read Taurus or Cancer?
Why?
Because we know both.
Let's read Mark's because he's in the room.
All right, so here we go. This is for Cancer.
Mark, you're a Cancer?
All
What's his birthday?
In the Cancer spectrum.
He's a Cancer.
It goes, you are sympathetic and understanding of other people's problems, which makes you a sucker. You're always putting things off. That is why you will always be on welfare and won't be worth a shit. Everybody in prison is a Cancer.
Yeah, sounds about right. Just kidding. That's so funny. I actually don't know shit about Cancers.
All right.
I only know like Virgos, Aries, Libra, Sag.
Okay, so who else is Sag? No. But who else do we have in the family that's...
We know a lot of Virgos.
All right,
Aaron's a Leo.
All right, let's look at the Virgos real quick. We're trying to get through them real quick. It goes, okay. Virgo. You are the logical type and hate discord. This shit picking is sickening to your friends. You're unemotional and often fall asleep while fucking. Virgos are good bus drivers and pimps.
That's hilarious. Darla's a pimp. Totally. That's so funny. You should just read them all because all our listeners are going to be one of those signs.
Well, now I feel bad that we went out of order.
Who cares?
But, all right, here we go. Aquarius. You have an inventive mind and are inclined to be progressive. You lie a great deal. You make the same mistakes repeatedly because you're stupid. Everyone thinks you're a fucking jerk.
These are great.
Pisces. You have a vivid imagination and often think you are followed by the FBI or CIA. You have no influence on your friends and people resent you for flaunting your power. You lack confidence and are generally a dipshit.
Which one was that one?
That was Pisces. We heard
They're
Aries.
sensitive.
Here's Taurus. Mm-hmm. You are
Nigel.
practical and persistent. You have dogged determination to work like hell. Most people think you are stubborn and bullheaded.
Oh, man.
You're nothing but a damn communist. So this is written a while ago.
Wait, is Nigel a Taurus? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think he is.
I don't remember. I gotta ask him.
Let's see. Gemini. You are a quick and an intelligent thinker. People like you because you are bisexual.
That's Ash.
You are inclined to expect too much for too little. This means you're a cheap bastard.
That's Ash, my cousin. You're a Gemini.
Here's Leo. You consider yourself a born leader. Others think you are an idiot. Most Leos are bullies. You are vain and can't tolerate honest criticism.
Damn, Aaron.
Your arrogance is disgusting. Leo people are thieving and motherfuckers and spend most of their time kissing mirrors.
Damn, that was a harsh one for my girl, Aaron.
Hold on. Scorpio. We got one for the primo. Scorpios.
Oh, Miguel.
The worst of the lot. You are shrewd in business and can't be trusted. You shall achieve the pinnacle of success because of your total lack of ethics.
Dang.
You are a perfect son of a bitch. Most Scorpios are murderers.
Dang. That's hilarious.
All right, we got two more.
Okay.
Sagittarius. You are
That's my dad.
optimistic and enthusiastic. You have a reckless tendency to rely on luck since you have no talent. The majority of Sagittarians are drunks. Nixon is a Sagittarian. You are not worth the time of day.
Dang.
So this one, I think, suffered from the fact that it was written back then, like in the 70s.
Okay.
It's like got Nixon, like
Yeah, communism.
Yeah, like. And the last one we have here is the Capricorn. And it says, Capricorn, you are creative and afraid of taking risks. You are basically a chicken shit. There has never been a Capricorn of any importance. You should kill yourself.
Damn. That's definitely not true. Because Candace is a total go-getter.
Should we post this? We'll post this picture on our
yeah, we'll post it.
Should we create a website? Just
should we have a website?
Maybe we'll work on getting a website.
I mean, this show doesn't even feel real yet because, like, you know, we're 3 episodes in and haven't released anything. But
I know. Imagine it. But we have a sick ass website.
No, we'll start posting to our Instagram. We got to build up. Well, actually, we'll be building up. I'm talking from the future. We have already built up our Instagram. But anyways, I don't think I was successful in convincing you that astrology is real. I'm going to keep working on it.
I mean, it's kind of weird when you say, is it real? It's like, I see people like adhere to it. I see people like
believe.
Yeah, it's not something that I put any like weight in. Like, I don't put stock in it. You know what I mean?
You don't put stock in anything that's not really tangible. You're not that kind of guy.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. It's tough with like same thing with religion.
Yeah, you're not a religious person, which, I mean, both of us grew up.
We
were raised Catholic, went to Catholic school. It was, I don't want to say for me, it was pushed down my throat because my dad wasn't. But, you know, we went to school. Religion was an actual course. We were taught it for a while, you know.
All through high school. I went to Catholic school all the way through high school. So I had a religion class every year.
Yeah, you hated it.
Followed by a science class, which would like undo everything from the religion class. So it's just like, what's the point of this?
Yeah. Well, we could talk about that and our upbringing in Catholic school days another time. But for now, I think we need to wrap this up.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so crazy because every episode I'm like, fuck, what are we going to talk about? Like, nothing happened. But I write my notes during the week and I don't even get to like a fraction of it. Like these tangents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It must be my fault.
I need you to stay focused. But yeah, no, I mean, listen, we're going on a little journey. We're going to talk about things. We're going to get off track. We're just going to go with it.
Yeah.
We're going to go with it, man.
Absolutely. This is going to become something. You'll see.
Yeah. You'll see. We're going to have a show. See?
You'll all see.
We'll see. Anyways, that is it for today. Happy Monday, everybody. We have a full week ahead of us. I have so many things to do. I didn't even talk about the fact that I signed up for F45 and I haven't been working out. And today was my first morning. I'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, next week you'll have a full week of classes.
Yeah, I have a full week under my belt. Yeah, today was my first day.
Really give us the in-depth.
Exactly. And I signed up for a challenge. Like, I didn't even know what the challenge was. And they were like, we're having a 28-day challenge. I was like, oh, I'll sign up for that.
Okay.
And then I was like, don't even know what the challenge is.
You still don't know what
I don't really. But I'm being challenged. I'm in the challenge. So next week we'll reveal. I'll get more information on what the challenge is, what I'm doing.
You're going to have to pick up a kettlebell with your ass and walk across the gym floor with it.
I like it.
That's the kettlebell challenge.
Wow. Imagine if my ass was that strong. That's impressive. That's goals.
There it is.
I just clench my cheeks. I'm like, ugh. I'd be like an Instagram sensation if I could do that.
I mean, it's never too late.
We're going to work on it. Until next time, folks. As always, please come back for more. Go ahead, hit subscribe. Please give us 5 stars. Show us all the love you can. We need it. We're new. We're fresh. We're like infants in the podcast world.
I know. We
need you to cuddle us. Cuddle us and hold us and wrap us like a burrito. But yeah, I mean, it's just fun. So keep coming back. We'll have more shit to talk about. Hopefully one day we'll have some guests.
Yeah.
Maybe some ads.
I know.
Who knows?
I mean, and maybe we'll actually get to go somewhere. So we'll have to figure some of that out too. Yeah. All right, guys. But as always, thanks a lot. Again, I am Omar. You can find me on IG at OMRVLZ.
And I'm Nadia. You can find me at Nadia Moham Official. And of course, we have our page together. We everywhere, baby.
All right, guys. Have a good week. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
We everywhere, baby.